This podcast is brought to you in association with Small Beer Limited, Britain's leading cask ale and craft beer wholesaler. Head to all the W's, smallbeerwholesale.co.uk. Now on with the show. It's okay to admit that you missed us. This is Gone Off on a Tangent podcast with me, Adam Stocks, him, Carl Stubbs.
All right.
And Dan Taylor.
Hello.
Oh, it's been 2 weeks, lads. How the devil are we?
Terrific. I've not had a podcast to do on a Monday.
No one's forcing. There's no gun to your head.
I know. I quite enjoy a break.
Yeah, you skipped out. You weren't here last time, were you?
No.
You skipped out of it, didn't you? Knowing you had 2 full weeks off.
Yeah.
It's been like a month for me.
Yeah, oh, he has, yeah.
Well, because
at least
the one that
we had
fucked up didn't.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like when you stick your out of office on at work, and
That's
you're
a good
like,
feeling, isn't it?
That's pretty much how I felt about the podcast.
I've come back in today from 2 weeks annual leave, and there's very little motivation. I mean, I love my job. I love the industry we're in, but even so, you're a bit like, oh, I'm back to working for a living, am I? I've lived like a rich person for 2 weeks, not giving a shit about anything, sat in the sun.
And now you're like
I
Ian
think
Beale.
that's like extreme.
What?
You love your job.
Well, as much as anyone can look. I mean, I don't do a...
Do you like wake up on like Sunday?
I don't skip out of bed,
Sunday,
Carl, no.
and you're like, woohoo, work tomorrow.
No, but then who...
Well, you don't love it then,
No,
do you?
because I do love it. Compared to what I've done in the past and compared to...
Sorry, Rob.
No. I've sold gas electric, for fuck's sake. Compared to what other careers, I'll be specific. The 4 wheels go over me. In the past, as in past careers. I've had a very varied career span.
Yeah.
So compared to that, like if I imagine I was still doing that.
What I'm translating this is to that all previous employees.
Well, you can do what you want.
Dicks. It's
You
basically
can do what you want,
said.
Carl. We both know that's not true. As a friend and as a mentor, as Rob was, he will know.
This is some
There you
horrible
are.
digging from you.
No, I've been a lifeguard. I've been a fitness instructor. Believe
You've
it or
been a
not.
lifeguard.
You
Yeah.
as a lifeguard makes me fucking
12
pissed.
months of a lifeguard and fitness instructor, Carl. So if you need any advice, mate,
Fitness
I'm
instructor.
fully qualified. I was fully qualified
what?
in both pursuits.
Fitness whole Peter in my mouth.
All that PT, where it is, PT, what's it called? Like I've been through the full qualification. I can do like
PTSD.
bicep curls and shit, lat things.
I genuinely don't think that
Yeah.
anybody could suit a yellow and red uniform.
Oh, it was blue,
Like fucking
blue,
Baywatch.
blue polo, blue joggers, mate. So it wasn't like like yard
It's
with
not
pool
a
rope.
lifeguard, is it?
That was the job title. So it was.
Well, where would
like if
you-
somebody died in the
where?
pool, it was my job to go in and rescue them.
Did you ever have to go in?
No problems in 12 months.
Right.
No issues.
Any whistle blowing for heavy petting?
Yes, did once go to the... So they did let me at one point...
Stop fingering!
check unless I can watch. Let me just... but to be fair, it was pre-iPhone, so the camera phones weren't great.
Imagine just a lifeguard screaming, "Stop fingering!"
Hands where I can see them. No, I did go... So you have to check the pH levels, so the chemical levels, make sure the chemical levels in the jacuzzi and the pool are... So you do a check every hour.
How much
And then-
spunk was
How much
that?
spunk and piss has gone in it. There was one couple one day. It was like a Sunday, so it's quite a long shift on a Sunday. There was 2 of us on. The other guy was really hungover. So I'll go and do the checks for you. So I went to the... there wasn't qualified. Went to the checks for him and went over, and this bloke fucking ripped all this bollock. Absolute wanker, clearly absolute. He was one of the hotel residents, so clearly a whopper. And he went, "Are you checking to see if I've pissed in it?" And I went, "Well, I will know." And he just dead stared me in front of his missus like, "What?" I went, "Well, I'll know because the chemical levels will be off. So I will 100% will know if you've pissed or spunked in there, pal." And he was just like, "Well, yeah, whatever, mate." Like, touched a nerve.
Salty. Literally.
And the levels were quite high, so there had been some fluid action in the jacuzzi. Couldn't think of a worse place to go at it, if I'm honest. Well, the sauna would be pretty bad, especially my complexion. Sweaty mess banging back and forth in a sauna wouldn't be ideal.
It can't be easy trying to hide it in a jacuzzi.
There's a lot of high bubbles, isn't there?
Yeah, I know, but still.
You look like you just wanking 2 blokes off there.
Yeah, so this is the angle I'd take. Yeah, so it was a family pool though, Carl. A lot of old people, a lot of hotel residents coming in and out. But there was
Do old people not have sex, Adam?
not in the jacuzzi, not in my experience.
Right.
But they were mainly who I was educating in the world of fitness. So there wasn't any Carl Stubbs wandering in. flesh off a 26-mile bike, or you do. It was more old people just wanting to get fit.
Nice.
So I did that for 12 months. So that's one of the ex-jobs that I wasn't that enamoured with.
Yeah, you've done well covering
2-week lifeguarding course, if you're wondering. 2 weeks to get trained.
Really?
Fully qualified. Had to...
If I have to dive in, help anybody out?
No diving, Dan. That's like rule. That's
No,
day
but
one,
if someone's
mate.
drowning,
No diving, mate.
What are you doing? Go down the steps. If someone's just like
that's rule
away.
number one. Well, I don't want to get injured, do I? You can't be diving in, mate. No bombing, no heavy petting, no diving. Come on, mate. Day one, that. It's not big. It's not deep enough to be diving in, mate.
How'd you get in there?
No,
You just sort of get in.
If someone's going under.
What, if someone's going under, you're
the
in the
deep
deep
dive in or come in.
Just give it. If you could just survive for another couple of seconds, you
You'd be
just need
all
to
right.
use the steps.
You got to get in.
You'd float
as
all right.
fastly.
You had a dinghy
cheeks
around
would
your
do.
neck.
as fastly.
It's fastly. No, fuck it. It's a lifeguard saying. As fast as you can. With a little handbook. Fastly. It was page 1.
Right.
You got to get in as quick and as efficiently as you can without risking your own life.
So dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have to do any of it in like pajamas, right? Like at school, you had to wear pajamas and chuck a brick in.
Yeah. Basically, all you were training for when you did the pyjamas, you had to like go fetch the brick from the bottom.
Watch the syringe.
Was basically like trying to avoid a kind of Coronation Street Richard Hillman episode.
Effectively, yeah.
That's the only way that would ever possibly happen.
I'd love a job as a writer on Coronation Street because they get really weird now. I'd love a go on that. I'd put Ken Barlow in so many weird circumstances.
When was he's top shagger, isn't he?
Yeah, I'd put him in like
Someone
some
said-
weird orgy or something. We had this discussion the other week. Is Deirdre still alive? She's not, is she? In real life. Did we have the discussion?
Don't know.
I don't think
Might have been off air.
that wasn't me.
Deirdre Rashid, or whatever she was called.
Oh, she was banging Dev for a bit, wasn't she?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've...
a bit weird.
Hey, this might have been in the Lost episode. This might be filtering back to
No,
me.
it wasn't.
It wasn't me.
No, you weren't here
No, definitely.
for the Lost episode.
No. Mainly because I can't really contribute to this because I don't know anything about it.
Well, anyway, I would put Ken Barlow in all sorts of weird stuff.
Nice.
Make him like a BNP member or something, just to spice the street up a bit. make shit get real. He's breaking Dev's windows and stuff.
With a pillowcase on his head. Oh, dear.
Well, they've had like a train crash. They've had
Oh, they have it all.
teen
sorts.
pregnancies. They've had everything, haven't they?
Mm.
Funny old world, isn't it?
Yeah. How's Cyprus?
Really good, thanks. Yeah, so I've came back with an unbelievable tan. As we're not witnessing as I've got jeans on, but 34 degree heat, worst case 32. And I come back looking like I've stayed in the airport for 10
Generally
days.
don't look any different.
I showed the gentleman a picture of me walking at the airport with bags and a picture of me Friday night. And how would you describe the change, Dan?
Well, if it was a spot the difference.
Day and day?
Genuinely looks the same day.
Yeah, not ideal. But no, superb. We had a village on the... I've obviously grew up there, so I was going home, see some friends and some family and all that sort of stuff, and visit some of the old haunts, which was very nice. Went back to my old house. It's now been flattened.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a shame that. And we drove to the old RAF camp where I lived. And there's nothing there now. Kids got a bit upset because I said that we're going to visit a house and stuff, and there was just nothing there. All the old restaurants are all a bit ropey now that I remember going to as a kid and stuff. But no, quality. It's a beautiful island, and it's changed a lot naturally. It's a lot busier now. But no, it's cool. And I was on the flight back, and there's the same people were next to us that we'd obviously gone out with. Not everyone, but just happened they were there. I was chatting away to her. I said, "Oh, good holiday." She went, "Yeah, brilliant, thanks." We stayed Fig Tree Bay. They just got the hotel. Well, she went, "We watched 3 people die." I went, "Okay, I wouldn't have led with that, but any particular?" She went, "Yeah, they died in the sea." What? I said, "What?" She went, "Heart attacks." What? I said, 3. I said, "Fucking hell!" And then she was like, "One of them, they had to stay in the sea for an hour because they couldn't swim past the." Do I say corpse? I don't know. Just somebody's passed away. How do you describe it? Cadaver.
Bloody hell.
What? Yeah. So they had to stay in the sea.
This happened to me in Australia.
Did it?
Yeah. On New Year's Day. Happy New Year.
Did it? What?
Yeah.
Someone passed away in front of you?
No, on Bondi Beach on New Year's Day, we went down there, and then there was a load of commotion, and then apparently there's a body just getting smashed against them rocks against
Oh.
underneath like the mini pool thing that's quite famous. Yeah, and then there's like a load of dive team went out and everything.
Oh. But yeah, what a thing to witness on a 10-day holiday.
Yeah, and
3 people passing away in front of you.
she said it was a great holiday.
She had a good time regardless. It's nice.
New Year's Day, yeah. Happy New Year.
I launched myself off a boat. Went on a little boat trip.
What is going on with my thing? I keep disappearing in and out.
I can hear you.
Yeah, that's fine. I can now hear me. That's fine. Yeah, carry on.
I launched myself off a boat. I was very proud of myself. I'm scared of heights. But did it 4 times.
Yeah, but you're going off a boat.
Into the sea. It's really high. Really high up.
How high?
Off a board.
Yeah, but how
Top of this
high?
big boat.
Big boat.
Big boat.
A big boat. It probably wasn't.
I've got the video. I'll show the video.
I reckon
you can judge the height.
Less than 10 feet.
Say what we'll do. I want you to mark it out of 10 for me. Okay?
I'm going
Not
less.
my body, because I don't want to be fat shamed on the airwaves. But, or the paleness of my skin.
No, I'm fully aware how white you are.
But 10ness for height out of 10. The execution of the said dive.
Did you dive?
No, I got told not to. You see at the start of the video, he's telling me not to dive. So whether or not he's gone.
Oh, was he a lifeguard?
No diving, fat lad.
It must be a lifeguard.
We did the weird handshake that lifeguards do because we're both in the fraternity.
Freemasons.
Yeah, we wiggled our elbows a bit and that. You know what I mean? Nobbled the knees. Said,
Held each other's
mate.
forearms.
I'll save myself. Don't worry about it. Winked at him. But he said no diving. Here we are. Look. Oh no, hold on a minute. I've edited the first bit. Apparently,
well done.
there we are. Is it playing?
It's literally about 6 foot.
It's not 6 foot. I'm 6 foot, so it's not 6 foot.
Well,
is
it is. Yeah,
He's
From
treble
your
me.
feet to the floor.
Nah, I'm not having it, mate. I'm not having it. I'm coming out right. What I'll do is I'm coming out of the water now. So there's 6, there's 12, there's 18, whatever. 4 sixes.
18.
So it's 18.
18 feet.
So it's pissed on him then. So at least 18. Well, this
generous.
1 me, 2 me.
How long
3
does
me,
it take you
4
to get
me.
from you jumping to hitting the
Well,
sea in
that's
real
good
time?
maths, though, isn't it? I mean, you can measure it out with me. No, I'm not having it, mate. Look at that. Look at the form, though. Right, give me a mark out of 10. Look at that. Beautiful, that.
Yeah, splitting the legs there, negative.
Beautiful.
At 2.
Toes aren't pointing.
This was the 4th one. And I had earache
Well,
for
you'd
2
had
days.
practice after at that point.
Yeah. And then, a little swim round. There was some sea turtles and shit. No, it was quality.
Even more than me, because I wouldn't have got in.
So you give me a 9. Is that what we're saying?
No.
That's generous.
You get brave points, because I'm scared of the sea, so...
What's scary about the sea, Carl?
Sharks.
I don't know if there's any sharks there.
Oh, there might be.
I didn't see any.
Well, it's too late then, isn't it?
True. I bombed in a couple of times. Surrounded by idiots as well, which wasn't great.
Right, you just said I bombed in.
There was a platform.
I was surrounded by idiots.
Yeah, I was one.
I wonder what they were thinking as you were bombing in there.
What a nice chap he is.
No, there was
very sensible grown up.
There was a
middle-aged man
second
there.
platform for diving. There's people flipping and all sorts off it, and then like you'd be
Assuming
bobbing.
you didn't get
But
involved
I was
in
like,
that.
I flipped for years.
I'd have been more impressed if you tried to do
I bombed in.
flip and belly flop.
No, I'm British. I bombed. Cannonball! And I had 2 of my children. The 3rd one won't get in. And I'm bobbing in the sea. And people kept like kicking me and stuff because they had like snorkels. It's like, what's really got in you, prick? Look that way.
It's
Not bad.
Not like we're struggling for space.
Exactly, the whole sea to go at. And then it was good. Got up one day, watched the sunrise.
Nice.
5 a.m. alarm clock. Wandered down. Got a video of that as well. I'm not going to show you that. It's 5 minutes long. The whole thing's 20 minutes. It's good. So that was nice. There was some weird at the end of the beach filming it all.
Was that you?
No, I was also filming it, but I was there with sort of wife and kids. It's a bit different.
Oh, right.
2 of the kids. One didn't get up. The youngest couldn't be asked. But no, quality. And then straight back off the flight, 1 day rest, and then straight on to the wedding of my good friend Stuart Hall.
Yeah.
Which Tipsy Imp provided the bar for.
We did indeed.
After an emergency call by me about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When they've been let down.
Yeah.
Excellent service, Dan.
Thank you very much.
As I put in my, what is it? Trustpilot review.
Pilot, yeah.
Excellent service. Loads of staff. Wilson being one of them.
Yeah, he
It's good to see Wilson.
Yeah. He jumped
Was he
in.
not DJing?
No.
No, he was living with a DJ. I wasn't having him at all. To be fair, I'm with him because he kept playing really shit music.
This is one thing that I've found out in recent times. I've got quite a lot. Well, I've now had 2 this year, so that is quite a lot because previous years I've never known anyone. I had 2 friends that have come out as closet DJs.
Closet DJs.
I DJ'd on the Friday night. Does that count?
How long have we known Wilson? Getting on.
He had hair when you met him.
Good
Oh,
10
easy,
years.
10 years plus.
Yeah.
You hadn't DJ'd for 10 years, was he?
Well, it was only this week, like in the last 6 months that I knew that he
DJ.
Yeah.
Did you?
No, I didn't know.
No. And then
Who's it
anyway, it turns out one of the lads at work, one of my warehouse staff, is also a DJ.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like one of the lads went into a Kegged on Saturday night and he was there DJ.
So if you need a DJ, we can hook you up. One's a wedding, one
It just
does other
seems like
things.
everybody seems to be coming out as a DJ, if that's what you do. I mean,
I don't know. I don't think they've got a community, are they? Like, no DJ Pride marches going off anywhere, I don't think.
no, it might be.
The soundtrack would be banging for it, though, to be fair, as they walk through the streets. But no, he was living with a DJ. I've never seen a man attack a buffet as much as him as well. He attacked all facets of it.
Who, Wilson?
Yeah. Every time I looked at him, he had a hog roast in his gob. Nailing it.
Fuck's sake.
It's free food, isn't it? Him and your other staff member.
Nels.
Yeah, he was also attacking. I wasn't going to name him.
I'm going to be honest, that's no surprise.
Rude that.
He loves it.
Loves a free meal.
I'm not going to say, yeah.
Loves it. Attacked it, he did. Good on him. It's free, innit?
It'd be a tough one. Who would win in an eating contest?
They both were towing a very good line
To be
of
fair,
flirty bar staff in as well.
They've got Jubsy there as well, who's got the body of a 10-year-old.
Is he the carb machine man?
Yeah.
Is that the only job you let him do?
Well, no, he in fairness to him,
Loves the carb machine.
I was supposed to have someone else working that night, and they bailed on me at 10:30 in the morning. So I was like, and I was on the way to another wedding, so I was like, fucking hell. So
Pleasure, not working.
Yeah, pleasure, yeah. And so yeah, obviously I was then a staff member short, but cricket got called off, so I was like, right, perfect opportunity. I've got 22 lads that can potentially fill in, but in fairness to Jubsy, he was
Carb machine man.
carb machine man. So yeah,
That was his job. So I went on my bank on the morning. There's quite a lot of transactions to Tipsy Imp, as you can probably imagine. Tipsy Imp. So yeah, so it was good. Yeah, it was a good wedding. Friday night was a bit loose, so we went there on the Friday night before.
Yeah.
So I got kegged for the first time in
20
odd years.
Cock out and everything.
Yeah, sadly, Carl. Yeah, there was women and children present as well, so that's not ideal.
Doesn't matter, does it?
I didn't get arrested, so that's fine. I forgot to tie my shorts up, but I also remembered I was 35, so I didn't really think I needed to worry that much at that age. The lad in question who kegged me also kegged my other mate Ollie, who had a massive tray of Chinese. No, I left it. Tray of Chinese food and couldn't do anything about it. So either drop the Chinese all over the floor or pull his shorts up to cover his knob and bollocks. We just left them down and slowly.
I think fighting it's the worst thing you can do.
I just twisted. I did like a twist motion car.
I just think you
Just
just
gotta
stand,
embrace it,
stand there with him down.
So there's a girl
like
to the
make
left
a laugh of it.
who's married to a friend of mine that I haven't seen for donkey's years. Sat there, copped her right eyeful, bless her. I just wish I had a bit of warning. I could have put a bit of blood in it. Do you know what I mean? And got a little bit prepared, but there was no preparing for it.
So you'd prefer to have had a semi next to the kids and
No, the kids were in the window in the back. They were in another room. There was kids. Everyone was drinking heavily. Don't put me on a register, Carl. He only sees his kids every fourth week, and that's supervised. Always went to a wedding. So he kegged another lad. So this guy's older than me, a whole year older than me. We went to school together. And he also managed the other two things I witnessed him do at this wedding. Again, I'll emphasise again, he's a grown-up. So in 4 years, he's 40. So he's kegged two people and thought it was hilarious. Wouldn't stop pissing
I'm
himself.
going to be honest, that is funny.
It was pretty funny, to be fair. Then the next one, there was a penny farthing bike going around the farm. So two lads have jumped on that, one being the groom. He's belted a football
Perfect.
and hit him in the face and chipped his tooth. Fucking hell. Not on the Friday night before the wedding.
Perfect.
And all he kept saying was, what a fucking shot. I've got a wand of a left foot. He's honestly, the video
Ruined all
is
their photos.
painful. He's hit him square in the bonds. And then the next day, I'm queuing up with the kids to get ice creams. Trousers are fully up, just so we know.
Right.
And there's space hoppers. And he's left foot volleyed this space hopper into this guy's pint. And the pint has gone, terrible first touch, and just walked off.
Who is this guy?
Guy called Lee Llewellyn. I went to school with him. He was one of the ushers. Yeah, but he refuses to fucking grow up. And then he came to our lodge, or whatever you want to call it, the next day. Walked in, I went, you all right, Dennis? And he went, yeah, I'm fine. I said, wife's packing up. So I thought I'd come say hello. Like, you're not helping? Nah, it's her job. So old school. But yeah. What? Fucking hell, what a weirdo. So funny. I mean, it was a very funny wedding.
I kind of like the arrogance of.
Oh yeah, he apologised. No,
Terrible first.
he also launched a beanbag at someone's head. Now I remember actually, and she turned around and she went, "What did you do that for?" And he went, "Funny."
Proper in between us.
I admire that.
I had the last laugh though, Carl, because Lee, fair to say, Lee's is very sporty. Was very sporty at school. Kept breaking things like his arms and stuff, but very sporty. Good at cricket. Good at football. Played fairly high level at football. Really, and he would wind me up that he was better at sports than me. But as
He
I
was
can,
at Sleaford with me.
yeah, he was at Sleaford for years, and but a sporty lad, one of those school captain like shit. But as you can see to the left of me, Carl, he hasn't got this trophy that I've got.
So you're drinking out of that.
So yeah, so if you've got me on socials, you would have seen me drink from this fine trophy. So I am the wedding cornhole champion, 2023.
The what?
I mean, if they get divorced and remarried, I'll have another go at it.
see if you can defend it.
But I can't tell you how proud I am, Carl.
What is it?
It's a trophy.
Yeah, I know. For what?
Cornhole.
What's that?
So it's 2 planks of wood, 27 feet apart, with an hole in it. So you get a point to land it on the base and 3 points for getting it in the hole.
Yeah.
And I won the competition.
Well done.
But also, there's a little undertone here. So I beat Lee, managed to put it on socials just to wind him up because he took it quite seriously. But also, there was a couple of Northern Irish lads, father and son, that were on the groom side, and they were taking it very seriously during the day. Beat them twice. Yeah, not the best reception to the experience. I was slightly threatened.
On Irish,
Yeah.
I've got a new favourite woman.
Oh, yeah, go on. Tell us more.
Well, just any woman from Galway.
Oh, yeah, it's quality. Yeah,
That
it's good accent.
is something else.
Hairs are black and her eyes are blue.
I've just
There's a song about it.
Just been the Galway Horse Racing Festival, and I've literally just been like interviewing more women. That's all I need from this. Don't care about the
I think you need to go, mate. Is it on the West Coast? It's on the other coast, isn't it? It's meant to be beautiful.
Yeah, they're just amazing.
Let's do a trip there.
I
mean, I've got ginger hair, so I'll just blend in. It's fine. These were Northern Irish, so these were from Belfast. And, yeah, good lads, but they also took it very seriously and they weren't best pleased when I beat them twice.
I'm going to Galway in October.
Are you going?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you need horse tips? You need help with it? Or, I mean, I'm really good at betting, so anything you need, mate.
I'm not getting any horse-related tips.
You sure? I can write them down. I can text them to you. I mean, it's not a problem.
You went well at the weekend, didn't you?
But a really bad weekend of betting. I'm right. I'm officially retiring from betting. I'm done.
That is the sensible thing to do.
It's time to retire. It is. I'm sad because I only do it for fun. I ain't got a problem. I'm in no debt with it or anything. I've got no problems. But it's time to hang up my Sky Bet. I'm done. So Stubbsy kindly sent me a tip on, what day was it? Friday? Thursday? Whatever day it was. Sent me a tip. Oh, the horse that won at Cheltenham's running again. It's got a good chance. Get on it. So I did get on it. And sadly the horse pulled up. Didn't win, blah, blah, blah. That's life, isn't it? A friend of mine told me at the wedding, oh, that horse you like, Stocks, is... I've backed that today. I said, no, I backed it yesterday. It lost. He went, no, it ran again today at 22 to 1 and romped it. Yeah. So that's how shit I am at betting. He then gave me 2 more horse tips. They didn't fucking come in. Of course they didn't. And then another horse was running. You told me exactly how to back it on a WhatsApp, but I'd already placed the bastard bet and didn't get it out of it. I'm so shit, honestly.
It's also worth mentioning that we all missed out at Goodwood, didn't we?
Did we? On what?
Well,
the goats.
The goat one, didn't it? 25 to 1, and we
could have had a lump bet on that, all of our cash.
I'm not just saying this. I genuinely looked at it on the morning of without...
What put you off?
Without twigging that it was goat and podcast related.
Well, you were on annual leave, weren't you, from the podcast, so you switched off from it.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, I looked at it and I was like, no, it's just always a bridesmaid. I think its form was like 2-3, 2-2, 3-2-3. I was like, nah, not having it. It's not going to win. And it did.
25.
Fuck. Well, it's mainly because I'm also on a break in betting sabbatical during the week. I only allow myself Saturday bets because I was just wasting money on shit during the week, so stopped.
Well, I'm retired. Sad day, but it's time to. I'm going to delete it tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done. Oh, I can't delete it. I've bet on Leeds to win the league. So I need to leave it on there until next May when it doesn't come in.
Well, I'll be honest, you can
7-1, Carl.
about November you can call it a day.
20 beans on it. Well, unless we buy a striker, you're absolutely correct, sir. Because more players are leaving. We've lost 12 players already. There's another one leaving this week. And another 4, I reckon, are going to go.
I did see
Nanto-
Rats.
you had a
Is
cry
that Nanto
on-
going?
Well, no one's putting any money on yet. So he will go, yeah.
He's basically
Him, Somerville will go. Adams is going to Chelsea this week for 20 million.
Why? What? That's mental.
So the outgoing director of football had put loan clauses in all the player signings. So as long as you pay their full wages, you can have them on loan, and there's nothing we can do about it. We bought Tyler Adams, I think, for 18, and he put a £20 million release clause in it. Genius. And also, we signed a player for 30 million. Guess what his release clause was? 3.5. Brilliant. So, yeah. But more importantly, have you seen about Joe Pasquale?
No.
So, Joe Pasquale has revealed this week he impaled himself on a moose in Skegness.
You what?
Exactly.
Sounds like someone made that
I
story
read
up.
the story and went, this is perfect for our podcast. It's like, I've written it. Joe Pasquale got impaled on a moose whilst doing his tour of Skegness.
I didn't even know he was still on, to be honest.
He tripped over it.
How do you trip over a moose?
I don't know.
Is it an actual moose?
I'm just trying to work.
I don't think it
he's
can't be a
small, is it?
live moose.
Small, anyway.
No, it won't be a live moose. It'll be a fake moose. Those are fake mooses.
Do you know...
Oh, moose antlers.
Well, yeah, obviously that's the bit he impaled himself on.
No, but I think it was just a set of antlers, not the full body of a moose. But anyway, yeah, watch out for Skegness. It's dangerous.
What were you saying, Carl?
I know you're not massive on your golf stocks, but I found...
I'm not.
I found something on the internet which I think just proves how freakishly good this guy is.
What guy?
Tiger Woods. Right. Since
Is this where he slipped that girl that number, which was also impressive?
Since 1996, he is 2,141 under par in every single round of golf, like professional round of golf he's played.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
That's why we made him the GOAT, didn't we?
At
Last
what
year.
point have you completed a sport?
We did it years ago, didn't he?
We definitely, none of us have.
And about
2,000. That's just
1,000 of those under pars, he was at strip clubs with, what's his name, Michael Jordan, till 4 a.m. He was doing it pissed.
Top shagger, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I don't think alcohol affects golfing performance, does it?
I think about the video I saw at the weekend where he'd taken his tee shot, was walking up and looked like he was high-fiving this woman, and she was literally giving him her number. I was like, what a boy.
Really?
Yeah.
Still
He's
at
the GOAT, isn't he?
Still
He's
at
the
it.
GOAT.
How do you know it was a number?
Well, there's a little slip of paper. What else is it going to be? Recipe.
Room number.
Could be room number, could be room key. Who knows? I owe you an apology, Carl.
Yep.
I don't like apologising to people, especially you.
Yeah.
I'm happy to.
Yeah.
Mark Cavendish. I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very interesting. So I got told to watch the Notorious documentary on Netflix. Started it, I instantly couldn't be arsed with it. I might go back to it, but I can't be arsed. And then the Cavendish one flashed up when I got back from a holiday. I thought, I'll give that a bash because Carl bloody loves him. So I'll give it a what? I was fucking cheering. Honestly, I know it's past tense as well. It's not live.
Yeah.
I was fucking cheering.
Yeah.
I mean, I remembered he was a Leeds fan, so I was quite excited anyway. But he's mental in a good way.
Yeah.
Like steely, but you really can root for him. There's something about him.
Yeah.
It's like a bit like you actually. It's like an arsehole, but like a lovable arsehole. I'm watching it thinking I shouldn't like this bloke. And also, why has Lance Armstrong got a cycling podcast? Who's listening to that bell and he's a cheat?
Yeah, but pretty much so was half of cycling.
True, but they kept using him as clips. Anyway, no, impressive. Really impressive.
Yeah, it's some documentary.
It's some
to be
story,
fair.
by the way, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and I think it's a good documentary in terms of you don't necessarily have to be a cycling fan to.
Well, I'm not, so I'm living proof.
Case in point. That it just, I think it helps you understand cycling a little bit more from a different perspective of what they actually endure and go through. Like, I don't know, like the Tour de France, for example. Like, I don't know whether you've seen it, but the Matty Moritz interview after his stage win was just incredible. I was in tears.
Well, what happened?
Well, he just won a race and he was just won a stage.
Was it his first stage win?
He was a teammate of the guy that died not so long ago.
Okay, right.
And he was just like pour out of emotion. Like, cycling's just such a weird sport. Like, everybody's around you. You're like working with them, then you trying to beat them, but then you feel bad for beating them, but you need to try and do that to win the race. And it was just such an outpour of emotion. It's great listen. I'd highly recommend listening to the interview if you get a chance. I've listened to it numerous.
That does resonate with that final race where he's trying to get 35, and he gets beat on the.
He had nowhere to go. Yeah,
he had nowhere to go and got boxed in, and the other guy won it. And he's like, I was gutted. I mean, I knew he didn't win it, but but like still, there's a couple of bits in it which were just fascinating. Like, from a guy that doesn't know cycling clearly, he said, look, literally, I can't remember this verbatim, but he said, you're a legend and you're set for life in this game if you get one stage win. Yeah. He was like, I've got 26. Like, and the music was like, I was like, wow. Yeah. Really sort of sets it up to realise that this is some boy, by the way.
Yeah.
No, it was such an enjoyment. I mean, I'm not going to start watching cycling, but in terms of a,
I think nobody appreciates like how fast and everything happens, and like some of the crashes that were like
some of it. I mean, the one where he hits the bollard and flips.
Yeah.
And to come back from that is incredible. And the guy that elbows him as well and breaks puts an hole in his shoulder.
PSA,
you should watch it, DT. It's really good.
Yeah, well,
genuinely really good.
I'll add it to the list.
What else is on there? Some serial killers.
Well, I've just been watching Hijack. Very, very good. Idris Elba.
Yeah, Wilson begun about that, I think.
I've only had Netflix for 2 weeks.
Have you?
Yeah, but you'll have it for 20 years because you'll forget to cancel it.
I've got it as part with my new Sky deal. Negotiated.
Did you? Good work.
Yeah.
A lad did that on Friday. I was going to negotiate our Chinese.
I've got like my internet's now. I don't even know what this means, but it sounds impressive because it was like 75.
Which is already pretty quick.
Right. I'm now 150.
Oh yeah.
150 to 156. Yeah.
900 here.
Wow.
I don't know what that means, but it's
fast.
You'd be better off getting
porn loads like that.
You'd be better off getting a fire stick though.
Yeah, but that's illegal, Dan.
Dan, that's illegal.
Nah.
No,
Dan
apparently they're clamping down on it big time.
Yeah, not on the people that watch them. It's the sellers they're after because that's where they're just got on people.
Doing time for that, aren't they?
For selling them, yeah. Well, it's highly illegal. You wouldn't steal a car, would you? No. How about they just make it cheaper? Like, seriously, just make it.
This was the negotiating thing. So the guy that I rang up, like, to be fair, I don't care about people knowing. So my bill was like 116 quid
a month.
Yeah,
fucking hell,
right? Which is quite a lot. So I rang him up. I'm like, my contract was out in like a week's time or something. I rang him up and I was like,
"You robbing bastards!"
Yeah, I was like, "This is ridiculous."
Listen here, cunt.
This is ridiculous. Like, I can't carry on paying this. And he was like, okay, we'll do it for...
Within seconds of halved it.
No, we'll do it for 113. I was like, oh, brilliant. I don't know what I'm going to do with
that. Oh, yeah, where do I sign?
That 3 quid you just saved me. And he was like, oh, and on top of that, I could get you for an additional £5. I was like, what? So
I'll pay more.
You can get some Sky Glass or some shit like that. And
that's a telly.
Honestly, I don't want that, mate. I've rang you up to pay less, and now you've like knocked 3 quid, but then you're adding 5 back on, you dick. That's not how it works.
I'm £2 further into the
Anyway.
Yes, please.
That was that. So I was like, no, you can cancel it, mate. And he put me through to this woman, and she was like, yeah, we can do it for 73 quid. I was like, right, so what's this dickhead doing on the phone?
Did you say you're going to leave? That's the trick, apparently. You say you're going to leave.
Well, yeah, but I said that to the guy originally.
Yeah, I'm done.
The best I can do is 113.
So full of
All
shit.
of a sudden, I go through to the cancellation team, and 73 quid's on the table. I've got bloody Netflix. I didn't have that before. And I've got my upgrade in my speeds. Yeah, whatever that means.
I had it where my mum and dad were paying a set price for exactly the same package. It was 20 quid cheaper than me. So I just rang them and said, literally, my parents who are 2 streets away, or 3, whatever it is, are paying this. No, they're not. Oh, they're not. They're not paying that. So I'm not staring at their bill as we speak. And she went, well, can I speak to him? If you want. Yeah. Mum, pass it on the phone. I went, yeah, I'm blah, blah. Oh, well, we'll have a look. I said, you'll fucking do it. It's exactly the same package, you fucking knobs. It's the same service, just going into their house, you pricks. But in all seriousness, on the football stuff, the Premier League, and I'll predict this now, eventually, I don't know when it'll be, maybe over the next cycle, they will eventually get to a point where they'll have to do something about the 3 p.m. kickoffs. They will get to a point where it'll be like $10.99 worldwide, and you just subscribe. That's what it'll be, and you can just stream it. Because it can't continue like this.
I do like there's a combination of the two things. Like, obviously, Sky are greedy as fuck, and they've like gone.
Well, it's a dying market, don't forget.
They've gone like mental in that direction. But then, obviously, the people that are getting the Fire Sticks are then causing a bigger problem because they're not then contributing
Exactly.
to that. So it's like just a stupid circle that's going round that's shitting on the honest folk like myself.
But if you didn't want IPTV and all that stuff, and you just went, I'll just shop around a little bit. What other facilities have I got to watch TV? You can get yourself a Fire Stick, Fire Cube, blah, blah. You can watch BBC, ITV,
just
Channel 4.
All this bullshit. Why are we still paying for a TV licence?
Yeah, it's crap, innit? I don't even watch BBC. I couldn't think last time I watched BBC.
No.
Genuinely.
I watched the women's football earlier.
Yeah, there's 13 quid coming out every month.
Yeah, for what?
Brilliant. It's bollocks,
For having
isn't it?
a TV?
It's an open market. They should just put it on the. If you want to pay for it, if they want to, like with Netflix, I choose to pay for Netflix, and I did pay Disney Plus for the kids, all that sort of stuff. If I want to do it, I'll do it. Like, game over now, guys.
Well, if you want, if you
Game
want
over.
that, buy charge Sky rent or something. I don't know.
They've got it into the
I
commercial
don't
world.
watch. Has anybody just got like channels 1 to 5?
You'd be amazed, actually. There is millions of people.
No, the people have got at least Freeview, haven't they?
Oh yeah, but I mean, there's people that just flick between 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Not 5. No lunatic watches Channel 5.
You can't get a signal on that, can you?
The channel that basically says, we do what the fuck we want. We'll. I watched a comedian the other day. I'm not
It was
going
gutting as a teenager, wasn't it, when Channel 5 wouldn't...
Yeah.
I enjoyed Channel 5 as a teenager. I'm not going to lie.
Fuzzy again.
The is that Muff? I've
seen a tit. I've seen a tit.
I've seen one. That's enough. I watched a comedian, but I can't remember which comedian it was. He said it's the only channel that goes, no, fuck it, we're not doing the news at 7. We'll put it halfway through Prison Break or whatever, some film you're watching, and here's the news. So that's not where you put the news. Fucking genius. Yeah, so basically, if they put like a live sporting game on BBC One, it gets like 3.5 or 6 million or something. Put that same thing on Sky, and it gets a quarter of that. And if you're a football fan, say you're a Man City fan, just for argument's sake, and you pay for everything, so you pay for BT, you pay for TNT, whatever it's called now, TNT,
I don't
pay for Sky, but you're probably paying 50 quid for those two forms of watching, so 25, whatever, yeah. And you may only see your side three times a month.
If you look at that.
It's just not. It's not sustainable, lads. No. It's not going to happen. So they'll have to change the model eventually. The cash cow of the Saudi Arabia League does what I think it's going to do. That's going to take some eyeballs. So I don't know. I don't know. They'll have to go to a subscription model. They'll have to stop piracy. Look at piracy of DVDs. That's finished, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone just watches. Everyone's just got Netflix now. All the films are on there. Or whatever.
Yeah, because they brought Netflix out as a better...
No, but you know what I mean?
But they brought Netflix out as a better alternative.
Yeah, but originally it was DVDs and stuff, wasn't it? So you can still do piracy and all that, jazz and all that sort of stuff.
Netflix.
No, you can't.
You used to send off for it. You used to send it in the post.
Yeah, it's a DVD. But you can have Disney Plus for whatever, £6 a month, whatever it is, and Netflix for another £6, £12 a month. You can have every film going. And that's so much cheaper than Sky. So it's just...
And you've got your Amazon Prime.
Exactly. And with that, you get your shit delivered for free.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So with football, it's the only thing left. They'll have to get rid of 3 o'clock kickoffs, clearly, and we can have that debate later about what that does to lower league clubs and all that sort of stuff. There's been a lot of chirping, actually, Dan, I've seen on my timeline about League One prices this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it high?
Yeah, it's quite a lot of high.
So that's going to kill shit and all, isn't it?
Like 20, I think if you paid on the day at Bolton on Saturday, it was like 28 quid.
So that's just not right, is it?
Fucking wrong, mate. It's really wrong.
I found out today that although I've already paid for my away season tickets, I think I'm 36 a game, I think, up front for the season. But some games like 24 quid. Ipswich have refused to lower our ticket prices. That means their fans won't get. And it's like 38 quid for Ipswich away in this Saturday, 3 weeks. It's like 38 quid. It's like,
you've got a choice. You don't have to go.
I've paid £2 less, Carl, so I'm £2 in, £2 up. Cardiff, I'll be 15 quid down, but still. No, you don't have to go, but that's the argument they use.
to win the next race it runs in.
Go fuck yourself. Or the one after, the one that's supposed to run in. The argument they have is that it'll ruin 3 o'clock kickoffs. Well, they're ruining it themselves with these prices, aren't they?
Yeah.
You're putting your own nails in the coffin, lads.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. It's
20's plenty.
And then you see footballers fucking off to Saudi Arabia and
fucking.
like 10 million a year.
We say about that getting some eyes. I certainly won't get
Here's one for you. They had a debate on TalkSport earlier. Here's one for you. Your England manager tomorrow. Do you pick Jordan Henderson?
Absolutely
Southgate has already had an interview about that, hasn't he?
Oh, what did he say? Because I must have missed that.
He said he's still in.
He's still in my thoughts, but I've no idea. No, he said that I've no idea of the standard, and that is the risk that Henderson's taking.
Oh, that's fair enough. That's a fair comment. Then
he says,
Southgate.
I've no idea what he's going to be playing against week in, week out. He's no longer going to be playing in the Champions League, which is the best place to judge a player because that's against the competition.
Most elite.
Oh, of course it is. You're playing in that, yeah.
Whatever. So,
well, he's playing against Aladdin's cousin, so good luck. Absolute shite.
Yeah, it's
just a sprinkling of. Our captain was linked with him last week.
In fairness,
I saw that.
In fairness, I've watched more of the MLS since Messi's gone out.
He did it again last night, didn't he?
Mate,
Put one top bins.
Magic, isn't he?
I just love him.
I just love watching Inter. I mean, I don't watch anywhere else. I've just watched Inter Miami.
You got a shirt yet?
No, I don't own a football shirt.
Go from China.
I don't own a football shirt
At all?
No.
Don't you?
No.
I'm not buying this year's. I can't be asked to buy them anymore. I just wear retro stuff. But
fucking 30, mate. What have you got a football shirt for?
well, they're nice to wear, aren't they?
No.
A bit of memorabilia.
When would you
I'm
wear
just about wearing it. Well, I don't. That's why I've stopped buying them.
I just think as soon as you get over the age of about 16, you shouldn't buy football shirts.
I completely disagree, but I know what you're saying. I buy retro ones. There's be a lot that will agree with you.
I noticed you're 30 years old.
Lincoln have got
You need to put your name on the back as well.
No, because I am 30. And the retro ones. I don't buy the latest ones.
I noticed Lincoln have got like an actual cycling a kit for cycling.
Buy that, you nonce. Go on, buy that, you wheel nonce.
Don't need to, mate. Get mine paid for.
Oh, you doing another model shoot the other day? Did I see on Instagram?
Yeah.
You're a month away from OnlyFans. I can see it now. A month away from lubing up.
Do you know what? They actually said that I'm an incredible model and I should stick together.
Yeah, because you are.
They said that I should stick together a portfolio.
Did you? How gutted would you be if you went on OnlyFans, made the plunge right, left work OnlyFans, and you got fuck all?
Well, I don't think you'd like. I don't think that's the order it goes in, is it? Oh, it takes a few.
No, because your balls deep straight in. You're not going to be deliberating it. You're going to be right.
You build your
OnlyFans channel, mate.
I don't think you build your OnlyFans first.
Imagine the weird shit you get asked to do.
I'd do it.
Show me a bumhole. £8 a month, I will. Not a problem, sir. I saw the other day that the most someone earns on it is 8 million a month.
What?
I know. And she's done 4 posts. It's some singer. It's not porno. It's some singer. And she's done 4 posts. People just subscribe to it.
To be fair, just follow Dua Lipa on Instagram. That's more than enough.
Is that enough?
Mate.
I don't know it is.
Oh.
I don't know Dua Lipa is.
Oh. You just follow her on Instagram.
Okay, not a problem.
She's a singer.
Is she?
She used to do a song with Elton John.
Oh, no, that one.
I think it's gonna be
That one, yeah, I've got that. I didn't know it was Dua Lipa. Don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd be a little bit gutted if you got not much attention.
Well, I don't think that's something I'd need to worry about. I'm a cat.
Bear in mind, you're the next Heidi Klum. Whatever
Heidi Klum.
It's Klum, is it Klum? I've got that name right.
Who is Heidi Klum?
She's a model.
Okay.
She's one of the poster
Carl
girls.
strutting down the... What's that stupid mate that sports people buy? Balenciaga, what's it called?
Balenciaga.
Yeah, that. Him on the next one with a bin bag round him.
I think I'm going to.
You're a natural, darling.
I'm going to specialise in.
Put it up for sale for like 14 grand.
Yeah, buy this bin bag.
I'm going to specialise in cycling clothing. Some of the shots are pretty sick, to be fair.
I got told off for saying that over the weekend, so I really feel I should be bollocking you for saying that.
What, pretty sick?
If you haven't got people wearing football shirts, you just said pretty sick. You are looking ripped there, Carl, to be fair to you.
Thank you. It's beautiful. Scenery.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Effectively, it's a man on a bike. I mean, I'm sure if I just Google it, I could get similar
It's
images.
not until I see photos of myself that I've realised that I've got quite thin.
Your body shape has changed completely from what it used to be.
Yeah.
Like when you were like gym junkie.
Yeah. Just press.
Muscles in different areas now, you'd imagine, where you need them in the calves.
Yeah, and I've got an upper
Pair of
body,
socks as well.
Upper body of a 12-year-old.
Bulge. I may have flashed you my penis on Friday. See that Aston Villa fan that got mistaken? It's fantastic.
For what?
I can't. Yeah, for a player. So he's outside the ground. He's in a jacket, like, and there's I think it's PSV. I can't remember. Fans coming up to him to take photos with him, and he's literally. Carl's distracted. What we're looking at?
I'm just showing Dan.
Your bulge.
That's basically, he was right about Dua Lipa.
Oh, is that all you did? Right, okay, fine. He was outside the ground. Oh, yeah, she's lovely. Goes to Instagram. He's outside the ground, and people, the kids are taking selfies with him. He's just a fan. Thought he was a Villa player. He's living his best life, isn't he?
There was a couple of away end whoppers, weren't there, this weekend? Do you see them?
See the guy spit at them and then fall over?
Yeah, and then there was another bloke who was giving it big un in the Bristol Rovers away end at Pompey, and he
fell over backwards.
Massive one.
Yeah, how much? I mean, I go to, as you know, we all go to games. How much of a gimp do you have to be to do any of that? I don't know. I've never done any of that ever.
Stood on a pole and then he fucking fell backwards and fucking knocked himself.
I did
out.
call a Cardiff fan a wanker at the weekend. That's pretty blazing for me.
What,
that.
on the way out?
Well, no. The coaches come through. So we've walked down. I've walked up to my dad, and the coach is starting to come through. So he gets stopped by the coppers while they bring the police through. I mean, and what have you? And you just ignore them, whatever, talk to me dad and stuff. And then one of them lifted a Man United flag, which I just thought was the weirdest thing ever. And he just started pointing at me. I was like, why have you gone on the internet, bought a Man United flag
For a start.
just to take to Leeds to think you're going to bait? Like,
Me.
what's going to happen? So I just did the yawn gesture, which I thought was decent, and then called him wanker. I just thought it's just fucking weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I'll get him. I tell you what, Mum, I'm going to buy a Manchester United flag and take it to Leeds at the weekend.
It's worked, hasn't it?
No, I just sort of want just a passing
Well, he's got the
wanker sign.
airtime he wanted. Yeah.
I don't think he listens.
A great success.
If the Welshman listens to this, I'll be amazed, because Carl slags him off all the time.
No, not Welsh. Americans, I hate.
You don't like the Welsh, Carl, be honest. You've slagged them off loads on here.
No, I quite like the accent. It's not as quite as good as Galway, but it's...
Had I?
All right, tell you for why.
They need to stop it in Galway, don't they?
Although I did enjoy getting the 95th minute.
I've just
equaliser
slid
yesterday.
across on my phone. This is probably only
What
a
you found?
reference for us. But P-Dogs just appeared on my memory.
Shut up.
Yeah.
It's a very niche reference that
Very,
no
very
one will
niche.
get at all.
No, but I thought you guys...
What do we
might-
make to the
might appreciate it.
refereeing changes for this season? What are we all thinking?
What, in terms
I
of...
mean, Carl, you won't watch any football matches, so you're probably irrelevant in this conversation.
Yeah, you carry on.
Well, all of them. So the cranking down on Descent.
Yeah,
I noticed
the
Arteta got
Descent.
booked yesterday.
Yeah.
Kicking the ball away, all that sort of shit. They've gone to the World Cup rules in terms of
Extra
extending
time.
extra time.
Yeah.
One game had 17 minutes a week. I've noticed today that some players have come out and they're kicking off about it.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just skip all this and get rid of the League Cup, because that's what's going to happen. I mean, eventually they're going to tell Carabao to fuck off, and that's gone. So that's one less game in the calendar. But basically, footballers, stop cheating and you will play 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So the ball in play has gone from 55 as average. Over the course of this weekend, it was about 65, 70.
Oh, right.
So they're only really playing another 10 minutes, you know what I mean? But it's just they're out there a bit longer.
Perception.
We'll just stop cheating and
It's good.
fine.
If Wickham carry on the way they were going, they'll be playing till 8 o'clock on Saturday against us. So
Did you see that QPR fans have been slagging Carabao?
what the fuck's that all about? They've not spent any fucking
New
money.
season's back. Oh, love it. Love it.
Did they get beat first day?
Got pumped 4-0.
How did they? Some rare results.
Watford. Yeah, it was his first game this season, isn't it? Saw Wrexham lost, Notts County lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, fascinating.
Port Vale got done 7-0.
By Barnsley.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in. I've got a few Barnsley on Twitter randomly. But no, it was a weird weekend. We kept the ball for 70% of possession, which has not been seen for 3 seasons. That was nice.
This is different, lads.
This is good. We actually want the football. We don't look like scared little bunny rabbits.
There was an amazing thread on Twitter of
Oh, there's the gap for Luke Ayling.
things he could fit into the gap left by Luke.
Yeah, I want best pleased by that bit of positional play from our right back. But he is sort of a club legend, so I'll give him a pass for now, as long as they start playing people in front of him. Yeah. He was great second half, so it is what it is. But no, it was good to be back. Good to be back in the football. It felt like it come back round a bit quick because we ended the season quite late with our relegation.
Yeah.
Feels like it's come round very quick. I missed most of the pre-season games because I'm abroad, so I went to 2 and then watched the rest on LUTV.
I'm going to Notts County tomorrow night.
Oh, is that tomorrow? My nephew texted me about where to park. I think it was tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
League Cup?
Yeah.
We've got Shrewsbury.
Tomorrow?
Wednesday.
At home.
And then down to Birmingham on Saturday.
Nice.
With no strikers.
Yeah.
Who needs them? Modern football, isn't it?
Overrated.
Just put the ball really low in the box. What do you rate your chances this season, the Mighty Imps?
I think we'll do all right, mate. I think there'll be a period
of... Bolton strong then, because obviously that's not the best start, but they're a good start.
I think Bolton will be up there. I also think we've just got a little bit more gelling to do. But yeah, I think we'll be fine. We've signed some really good players and on permanence as well. As before, we've kind of been heavily reliant on loans. It's been a good transfer window.
You know what I discovered over the weekend?
What was that?
You're absolutely right. I use the numbers 46 too often.
You do? Because Jammer...
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's all about?
Don't know.
I can't get past that number, Carl.
What do you mean?
It's been flagged up by Dan that every time I reference his businesses, I say 46. I've noticed I do it in all types of things now. 46. I just love the number 46, apparently.
Valentino Rossi.
What?
Although I was told earlier, irrelevant to this.
Pointing's rude.
Jude... I was clicking. That's even ruder. Wait a Jude Bellingham wears 22
because
he was told he'd never make it, and it's all the numbers of a midfield. Someone told me earlier. I haven't done the maths yet. Should we do the maths and make sure see if I've been done there? So I didn't check it. -8, -7. That doesn't quite work.
No.
Oh, it depends what numbers you have in midfield, though.
Well, yeah, obviously.
No, because some like foreigners like 6s, don't they? But apparently that's why he wears 22 because he was told he'd never make it as a midfielder or whatever. So he put the numbers together to make 22. I don't know if it's true.
Well, it can't be.
You can do the maths, though, can't you?
7 add 11's 18, mate. Even you can do that.
Well, maybe centre midfield then. I don't know. Maybe centre midfield.
Well, that's 11 and what?
No, that's left wing. So you could -4, -6,
right,
-8. Leaves another 4. So 2 4s. So 4, 2, 3, 1.
Basically, it's a load of bollocks.
I've been had on her.
Yeah,
absolutely.
What's going on at Wolves, by the way? I've just tweeted Jake. What's going on at Wolves?
Oh yeah, he's supposed to be leaving, isn't he?
So TalkSport are reporting Wolves will be considering hiring Gary O'Neill as their new manager if, as seems likely, Julian Lopetegui goes. What's happened there? They just completely run out of money, haven't they?
No idea. It seems like it.
But he's replied to me, and he's right, that no one's actually reporting that he's going anywhere, like a credible source. But
no, so you are true. It is
go
true,
on then. Go on then.
The reason he wears the number 22 is because of Birmingham coach telling him from a young age that he did not need to limit himself to one role.
Oh.
He could be a number 4 holding midfielder. He could be a number 8, a box-to-box midfielder, and a number 10, an attacking midfielder.
22, I've done the maths. Oh, it was just my shit storytelling then, Carl. And I wasn't listening when the person told me what the truth was. Oh, well, thanks for clarifying that, Carl. I appreciate that. I don't like looking stupid. It happens a lot, but...
I'll bail you out, mate.
Cheers, mate.
No worries.
Cheers, mate. Any weekends, weddings at the weekend, DT, for the mighty Tipsy Imp?
No, we've got Wickham at home at the Container.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Back into the swing of the football season. And then, then we've got a weekend off. And then...
Do you want to sell some nuts?
Some nuts?
Yeah, I've got a mate who started a nut company.
Oh, right.
I used to work with him. What do you reckon he's called it, Carl?
Oh, you told me this.
Yeah, you've already told us this.
Nutsack?
Nutsack, yeah.
Do you want some nutsacks?
No.
Want to sell them on the bar?
No.
I'm trying to get him a sale here.
Yeah.
He's at Barnsley FC and Sheff Wednesday FC, Good. Who were 2 accounts he looked after when he worked at Molson Court, so that was the most difficult call he's ever made. You don't want any nutsack?
I don't really have...
You don't have any nut sales?
No.
Perfect with a pint, though, isn't it?
Well, unless you're allergic.
I see you've sold your soul and gone full Camden.
Yeah.
All right, aggressive.
Installs, mate.
installs free stock.
Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune, install it yourself, get the Grouchers. Go on, boy. What a lad.
Play the fucking system.
Oh, what a lad.
No, but
Get my own bar.
in fairness,
You shit on Brennan's, didn't you? 2 seasons and you shit them.
well, one.
One season, it's even worse, Carl.
The
Extra for Camden Stout, boy.
stout.
Make it rain. When he walks in next week with a fucking Rolex.
Do you get? Are you putting stills in each of your dispensing equipment? So you've done the same in like the horse box as you have in the bar.
Horse box has just changed, yeah.
So have you got instills in there at all?
Maybe.
You're an absolute disgrace.
I'm proud of him.
Well, I am, but it's still a disgrace.
Yeah, but it's one of the reasons we started it in the first place was
Just make vouchers.
No,
So you can get extra £1,000 a year.
Daddy wants a new telly.
No, you just know the extra.
I thought you said Daddy wants a new telly. Then I felt sick.
No, just for the.
I said Daddy wants a new telly.
He said Daddy.
I did.
Oh,
Wasn't him saying it. To his missus. Daddy wants a new telly.
No, I don't get that. Why does anybody want to be called Daddy?
Oh, I don't, just for the reference.
Have you ever? I don't know, because you're a virgin before.
What?
Have you ever been requested to be called?
No.
No.
I'm not the most experienced person in the world, Carl, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask. Ask him. He's had some weird hookups. So ask him.
I'm sure.
No.
Your missus not listened to this. She confirmed it again Saturday night.
No, I haven't been asked
I don't listen to your shit podcast.
I haven't been
It's
asked,
only a fella that does it, but fine.
I haven't been asked to call anyone daddy. That is for
Well,
sure.
no. Have you ever been
Call me
called
daddy.
Yeah.
Pull me hair and call me daddy. Spank me, daddy. No?
Stop.
No, none of that.
No, it's weird. Very weird.
You have had some weird experiences though, right? Come on,
No,
Come on tell us a
I
couple.
think you're going into it.
No, fuck it. Come on. Let's have your weirdest experience.
Just bring up soap, Dan.
I'll
and
tell you
see how
some-
long we stay on this subject for.
I can tell you somebody else's experience that wasn't mine.
I can as well if you want.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, because this is what this podcast is all about.
Okay.
We've done a little bit of sport. You go first.
Soap.
Soap.
Yeah.
What about it?
Well, just like soapy titwanks and stuff.
Well, yeah, but it's not much of a story, is it?
Well, I can go into it if you'd like.
No, I've got a better story though. Someone I know took this girl back to his room, woke up in the middle of the night like this. I can smell shit. She'd shit herself all over the bed. And then he's had 2 decisions to make. Right, do I wake her up so she knows like 100% it's not me, like she shit herself, or do I just get the fuck
I
out
think
of there?
there's going to be a fair amount of
No, because if that's me, and I've done the shitting, but I'd be blaming him. I'd be telling all my friends that he shit himself.
Obvious to suggest that it wasn't.
Maybe you're up, you showered, you changed your sheets, tell all your friends that he shit himself, wouldn't you? You'd be passing. No, who can prove it?
We just put it down as a bad experience.
That's what he did.
What? And
Put it
then,
down and fucked off. Got out of there as quick as he could.
Yeah, I think that's a bad move. Then
What are you staying so she knows she shit herself?
Well,
They're your two options, aren't
I
they?
don't really know.
Get the fuck out of there.
like, oh,
I don't think
who's done that?
I don't think
There's a lad at school who apparently he shagged his missus up the bum and pulled out and she shit all over the sofa in this bloke's house, right? And his mum and dad were away, and
That was a fraudulent slip. Did you hear that?
he blamed it on the dog.
He said mum and dad then. That was a slip.
At his mum and dad's house,
Like what you said a minute ago. You slip.
blamed it on the dog,
Blamed on the dog.
and
Poor
the
bastard.
dog got put down.
Oh, you're joking.
That was the story.
Oh,
that went
mate,
round.
he's got a dog's death on his hands.
That is what the story.
Wow.
that was the story that went round. Yeah.
Oh, is it a school story?
No, but it was like, well, it could quite easily been made up, but
Riddle me this, right? You know when we were at school, how did every school in Britain get the same rumours? About Marilyn Manson taking a rib out? You know the stories that
that
went round?
did go round, didn't it?
How did every school,
So it could suck his own
pre-internet...
cock.
Yeah, but there must be another one. I can't think of off the top of my head. Think of another one. What was another rumour that went round? Every school.
Dr. Pepper used to lower your sperm count. Did that go round yours?
Oh, I didn't make it to mine.
Oh,
Give me
that
another
went
example.
round mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it? Yeah, but that's... No, I didn't make it to
Pineapple
mine.
made you jizz sweet.
Oh, that one went round.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one went round. Or did you go around your school that if you're getting a blowjob and she literally blows down, it makes you makes you
cock bigger?
No, not a puffer
Like a
fish.
balloon.
Not like a puffer fish. Could have done with that Friday night. Makes you, oh, for fuck's sake, makes your spine stop working. What's the word?
Paralysed.
Paralysed. Thank you. Yeah, apparently if someone blew that with that guy in your school.
Did you?
No.
Did you have the rumour that if you was fingering someone and they sneezed, it broke your fingers?
Yes, that went around my school. And then when the internet...
What about the black shag bands?
What are they?
If you break... You used to get like different coloured shag bands on your wrist.
Oh, the thin plastic
Lo
ones.
and behold, if you broke the black one, that was... Oh, you've got to go shag someone.
Shit.
And then when...
Fucking hell, I got through so many of them.
when the internet did start going around, not the internet... Remember that the phones, the early phones, where you could Bluetooth by just holding the
Infrared.
the same videos went round. The woman getting done by the horse.
Yeah.
That went to every school. And then that fella on the tractor.
Yeah.
I've done him. He's going to have my fucking
And then there's the
pants
angry
down.
ginger.
Yeah, angry kid. Which
yeah.
I get called on nights out. You know, I'm not an angry person, but I get called it.
What was it like? Dad, does wanking make you blind?
Yeah. No, son. Yeah, they do the round, don't they?
Yeah. They were good.
There's always
Someone hacked our computer system at school and put a video up. It was called Cow and Chicken, but it was literally just a porno. So like everyone in like an IT class, you just get everybody just put up on every screen.
Oh, there's loads of them. Like, was it Lemon Party or something?
Oh God,
There was a couple of websites.
Blue Waffle.
Oh, Blue Waffle. If you Google it, it's not there, I don't think. Someone's going to
You
put it the
could
other day.
try.
Thank God.
Go on.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Go have a look.
No.
See if Blue
Do you want
Waffle.
to Google Blue Waffle, see
See
what
if
comes
it's
up?
still there.
I don't think it's going to be what we remember.
Yeah, I bet it is. If it
Fucking
is,
hope not.
don't turn the phone around. I don't want to see it.
That'd be like
All
him
right.
being asked to be called Daddy.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for the team.
Are you doing it on private browser or normal?
What do you think? Right, what comes up?
Oh Christ!
Uh,
Is it like Blue Waffle?
well, I'm not on the images yet, but the initial Google search is very interesting.
Right.
Here we go. No, we're all good. It's
There's
literally.
a website that you had to go on. It's like
not doing it.
bluewaffle.org.
I'm halfway down the page here. We're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All good. It's
Blue-
literally just waffles
Right.
and stuff.
No,
We're
it's
all
not on
good.
images, is it? It was an actual website.
No, but it was an image. And there was those websites. There was bum fights. Remember that?
Bum fights?
Bum fights, where the guy used to pay 2 homeless people to fight.
No, can't remember that.
I remember bum fights.
No,
Oh.
don't think so.
Oh, and there was a couple of websites that had loads of funny videos on them. I can't remember what they're called.
Badger, mushroom. Did you have that one?
Yeah.
What?
Can you not remember Badger?
No, what's that?
Just like a load of badgers dancing on the screen.
No.
Weird.
There was the Blender website where you could
Yeah, you could blend the frog.
break the floor. Yeah.
RateMyPoo.com. Did you?
No, I didn't have that one.
Oh, Rate My Poo was a classic.
Yeah, you had all the rate my's, didn't you? Like rate
Yeah.
my tits, rate my poo, rate my, I don't know. what's
Penis.
one. I'm sure there was one. I weren't that keen on that one. If I'm honest.
There was also a time at school where I don't know who'd fucking done this, but it's always shit related. But someone had done one of the biggest shit, and people were charging 50p to come see it. Like, you honestly, mate, you want to go see the side of it, and there was like two of the sixth formers on the door, basically taking 50p.
Oh,
People.
mate. Simpler times, aren't they?
Fucking so good.
These kids are getting fucking beaten up now and shit. In our day, it was just, come look at this poo. Honestly, thank God we grew up when we did.
Yeah, no, genuinely.
It was
Like massive, like pre-internet, like
Yeah.
staying out until it's dark.
It genuinely didn't look like it could have come out of a human. It was fucking
What?
enormous.
Can you name the person? Who was it that did the big poo?
Do
Do you know him?
Yeah, I know him quite well.
They
yeah.
should be very proud of themselves. Name
Yeah.
them.
No, I'm not naming
No,
him.
they should be proud of themselves.
No.
No, I
We'll
don't
tweet
think-
them.
Matt Walton.
Well done, Matt Walton. I'm incredibly proud of your big poo. But yeah, no, I'm so happy we grew up when we did.
Yeah, same.
You grew up in a village, didn't you?
Yeah.
So did you.
Yeah.
So did I. So I think we win. Growing up in a village is
100%,
so
yeah.
much better than growing up in a city.
100%.
My wife will tell me stories about her growing up and stuff and playing like Kirby now, which we all did anyway. But like,
I didn't have any curbs at my house.
No, neither.
not in your estate or anything.
No, because
No,
we
'cause
both lived down
on
farm
farms.
tracks.
Does that mean you didn't play Kirby?
Yeah, I didn't know. I wasn't familiar.
But only when I
with
went to
Kirby.
other people's
Yeah.
houses.
Oh, I loved Kirby.
It wasn't until I was like secondary school when I used to go to Metheringham and play Kirby in Metheringham, I never used to play.
You any good at it?
Yeah, it's all right.
Kids don't know Kirby these days.
There's some kids on our estate that play it now.
Is there?
Yeah.
Good on them.
Well done, them.
Flying the flag.
What did you call knock a door run? Knock down ginger.
Knock it over run.
But I mean, there weren't that
What do
many.
you call it?
Knock down ginger. Another. I'd never called it that, but that is.
That is one thing, like, because at the village I lived in, literally...
It's 3 people.
Well, yeah, and...
We know who it
Carl's
is.
knocking at the door again.
Everybody knew...
Shit game.
Everybody knew everyone, so if I did do anything, like, it'd be back to my mum within, like, 30
I was the
seconds.
same. I was trying to do wheelies on my bike, come back from school. Walked through the door, Mum went, what are we doing on the way home? I went, oh, nothing. She went, she had a phone call, you've been doing wheelies. Fucking, it's Gestapo here. Fucking, it's like East Germany. Fucking hell, I'm just trying to do a couple of wheelies.
Yeah.
Shit the bed.
No. Same.
Anything you do, it gets back to this house. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, literally the same. Ridiculous.
It does work both ways, though, because someone smashed up a phone box when we used to have them, and when the police stopped them, they gave my name, the pricks, that he'd done it. So the police turned up to our house and went, I can categorically tell you it wasn't him, because he wouldn't do anything like that. I was like, yeah, that's right. Back away, pig. That was the coppers, I didn't say that.
Every now and then
Who's that twat with a nipple on his head?
Oh, dickhead, yeah, come back next time, mate. There goes a riot van.
Did you have a phone box in your village?
Yeah.
You used to like stick 10p in there to ring your mum and tell her you'd be coming.
No, we used to ring Mr. Pepper and say, Mr. Salt there. Classic. Mr. Salt there? Fuck off. All right, mate. Although it's
10p well spent.
massively. There's a lot of money.
Imagine what you'd have got for 10p back then. It's a lot of
Freddo.
sweet.
15 wham bars.
Fucking
Yeah.
Freddo.
One bar, so top.
I saw a thing on Twitter the other day that he's in this ballpark. A last tweeted that she went round to her parents the week and she was going back to see some friends and she went, oh shit, it's Sunday and the shops are all closed, like rural. I didn't get any booze. And her mum's gone, it's all right, love, there's a bottle of vodka in there we ain't touched. And she went, I'm now in possession of a bottle of vodka that's 1.5 litres of water that I filled up when I was 15. She said, calm as a bitch. We all did that, didn't we?
No.
What?
I didn't drink until.
Didn't you?
No.
I used to take beer out the fridge, out of the garage and everything.
I used to drink Rolling Rock, bottles of Rolling Rock.
Would you grow up in Texas?
No, Dad, I don't know why. We always used to get it.
Dad used to have was it Skull or something?
Skull, end of the days.
Fucking
Yuki
hell.
Brown.
That put me off drinking lager for life.
6
that.
cans of Stella for $5 at the local shop.
Yeah.
We had a weird thing the other week, me and Dan. Carl, didn't tell you, did I?
No.
She was lovely. No, so it turns out the RAF camp I grew up on.
Yeah.
Well, we've known this for a while.
I didn't.
What?
I didn't.
Yeah, you
she-
must have
she-
done.
She commented.
We've definitely spoken about this before.
Yeah, no, we had before the holiday.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it just made me reminiscent about it. So we had a picture together at Cheltenham, didn't we?
Yeah.
His auntie posted on it, and I didn't know who it was. So I said to Mum, I said, well, how does that person know? Turns out the boss of the RAF camp in Cyprus, where I grew up in the 90s, was Dan's auntie's husband.
So my uncle.
So my mum
My dad's brother-in-law.
and his auntie were really good friends
Oh my
and
God,
organised
there's
those shit.
So many fucking relations just been mentioned there.
It's mad, isn't it?
Mm.
So in the 90s, like, it's weird, isn't it?
Fucking crazy.
And here we are in Lincolnshire.
In
Yeah,
2023.
Doesn't surprise me in Lincoln.
Not- yeah, not so much in
Everybody knows
Lincolnshire, to be
everyone
fair.
around here. Dangerous,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? But no, I still thought it was a weird coincidence.
That's massively.
Got to keep your nut down.
And it's quite a small RAF camp as well, so it's even rarer. It's not the main one everyone goes to. Can't talk about it, though.
Anyway. But
Should we go home?
Yeah, I think
Should
that's
we go home?
fucking long. That's about 7
I
hours.
hope you've missed us, everybody. It's been a long
How
couple of
long was
weeks.
that? That's about
Serious
7
waffle.
hours.
1 hour and 8, blue waffling.
Blue waffling. Yeah. Class.
The 2 people did come up to me at the wedding and say, you recorded this week? I said, yeah.
Honestly, you've
we'll
got
call
like 2 episodes worth there, easy.
You're back next week. You're not getting out
No,
of
we're
it.
doing it 1 in 3. We've just
Fucking
decided.
not. You're back next week, whether you like it or not.
One
You're
in-
committed to this thing.
1 in
We've
3.
got fucking 30 hats to sling here when the weather turns. We need you on here selling. Sell,
Yeah.
sell, sell.
So
Right.
we'll see you again on the. I'll be here on 1st September. See you
Well, me
in a
and
bit.
Dan will be here next week. Wilson, what are you up to, kid? We've got a seat for you.
I think people like that. 2 weeks of Wilson, 1 of me.
I don't know.
Beautiful.
Well, let us know on Twitter
Yeah.
what you want. Do you want more Carl? Hashtag more Carl. Hashtag bring in Wilson.
No one
Hashtag
wants
stroke
more
the
Carl.
goat.
No one wants more
Yeah,
Carl.
last Carl.
You've been listening to us. My name's Adam. His name's Carl.
Goodbye.
Dan.
Sithy.
See you next week. Love you. Bye-bye.